Yo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? I'm wearing old clothes that I don't care about for one simple reason. Today is the day where we're either going to prep the car for paint or just say screw it and paint it. And honestly, I'm wondering if we can just say screw it and paint it. I just came back from Canadian Tire. I decided not to film that trip because honestly, the car is a little dirty. That's about it. Might not even need to sand it. We might be able to get away with, I bought some surface cleaner and I have some towels over here. I'm gonna try and just surface clean it. And if that works, then screw it. We're just gonna paint it. I'm gonna try and pull the car in here. I got the hole uncovered to see if we get any more daubers on the window, because so far we haven't gotten any. But first off, let's get the car in here and then we'll start frigging around and seeing what needs to be done. Got our paint, we got our thinner somewhere over here. I think we're ready to go. Let's get the car in here. I hit my lawnmower. Lovely. Maybe I should back it up a hair. I got like no room in the front to work, and I got to do that front bumper too. Yeah, I'm gonna back it up a hair. Like, there's no rough spots on it. It's just covered in dirt and pollen. So I figure if I use that wax and grease remover, it'll probably take all the shit off and then we can just apply paint. Like, all these scuff marks are not that deep. I might do a light sanding just to do it, but I don't even know if it's needed. I bought the sander, so I might as well do a 220. That's 120. Let's do a 220 on the roof. Happens. So I sanded the roof, and yeah, this is all just, there's a lot of dust on it. I gotta wipe that down. There's a lot of pollen on the car too, look, you can tell. So I think what I'm gonna do is just wax and grease remover. Then we'll thin some paint, try applying it and see how it looks. Guys, this is a project car. Keep that in mind. I do want to cover up around here with some masking tape, around the windows and the rubber. Make sure none of that gets hit. The mirrors, well, it's going to be interesting trying to roll paint on those mirrors, but we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, I'm going to grab that wax and grease remover, apply to a rag, start wiping the car down. Made in Canada. Elbows up, people. Oh, I hate that term. Alrighty. Wax and grease removed the whole freaking thing and sanded it a bit more because I found some high spots. Kind of burned through the paint right down to the factory paint. Whatever, who cares? It's getting coated anyway. So she's all washed up and ready to go. Now it's time to mix down some paint. We'll try the hood first. Actually, I should rip this open and start masking first. But the reason why we're going to do the hood first is just to see how it turns out. Now, do you guys remember, if you came here from David's farm from back in the day, you remember a truck that was famous on the farm called the DPP, Bloke's old truck. Well, that truck was painted the same way how I'm about to paint this car. Okay? That truck was literally done with trim clad paint rollers. They didn't even wash it first. They just painted it. And then Rick's sister made the decal for it, installed the decal, and that was that. They used a flat black and a flat white. They didn't use gloss. And everybody thought the truck looked amazing. And it was done with paint rollers in an afternoon and a bunch of James Ready beers. So this is going to work. All right, guys, I just masked off the windshield partially and the side windows partially. Doesn't need much because theoretically it shouldn't run anywhere. Now, when Bloke and them did their truck, the DPP, they didn't thin the paint, but my buddy said you don't need to, but he recommends it because it makes it more self-leveling. So we like that idea. Now, I'm not sure how the hell I'm going to get this thin line in here because my roller, it's going to be kind of rough. And then I'll use this bigger one here for doing more larger surfaces like the roof. We're going to try the roof first. So now I got to get mixing paint. This is where it gets fun. Alrighty, guys, I have my precision paint opener right here. I'll go ahead and actually let me give it a quick shake. Should have had them do this at friggin' Home Repo. Alright, let's pop the lid. I really need to go through this garage and clean things up. Alright, put the lid right there. Now, we want to mix, I'm just going to eyeball it. We're not putting too much thinner in it, so that's good enough for now. That's probably way too much for now. Put the lid back on you, chuck you off to the side. And this here, I'm literally just putting a splash in. Without all the dirt and debris. A little bit more. Good enough. Just realized I don't have a good stirring stick, so this will have to do. Alright, now the fun part. I want to film this because that's what I'm doing, is making a video. My tripod is deep in the bellies. So let me see if I can get to that without killing myself. YouTuber problems, boys. All right, I'll take you guys off of this tripod, move you over to this shoe, and clip you into, now we don't need to use the gimbal. We can just lock you in like that. All right, I mixed up way too much paint for this, but that's okay. All right, let's grab a little bit of paint here. He said not to be loose with it, just to roll it on, and roll it on thick. And if you get any runs, go over it, and then go over it lightly afterwards. And as it dries, it should set. He said go over it afterwards lightly with the foam roller. And it shouldn't orange peel, but if it does, it does. You guys can probably just see my shoulder now. I don't know, guys. See, the best part about doing a job like this is if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you can always redo it. But that's going to orange peel. I can already tell. Be nice if I had a spot to put stuff. I got shit laying everywhere. Maybe a Dollarama foam roller wasn't the right idea. That's what my buddy said he used, and his paint job turned out great, so I don't understand. This I was a little bit too liberal with the amount of paint I put on in the first place. I'll just keep rolling over it until it blends in. Yeah, you can totally see the roller marks. That's not good. There's no way to screw a stick on this, is there? This might become a multi-coat project. Once again, guys, I'm not a professional. I don't even pretend to be one on YouTube. All right. Just going to go over it lightly with the roller real quick, just to see if I can get it to self-level. It looks a lot brighter and better, but there's so much paint still stuck in the roller. I don't know. We'll see how well that turns out. I'm going to go do the other side, and I'll be with you guys in a minute. No, I'll leave it running. Screw it. Yeah, really should have cleaned up all these beer cans on the floor that exploded out of the bag on the wall before I did this. I'm kicking them everywhere. But I have a feeling this is actually working. I just ran out of paint in my tray. However, I may be able to spread around what's on the roof. I'm going to try and make my way around and kick every beer can on the ground. Next project, set up the refinery and start making ingots. Which means I need to get myself an ingot mold. But guys, I think it's actually working. And if I need more paint, I'll just head over to Home Depot before they close. Scoop that up. I should have bought the bigger can. Good enough paint job for a race truck, good enough paint job for me. Alright, I don't need to hold on to this thing anymore. Here, sander, you can hold it while I kick every beer can at my feet. I just gotta try and level this out with some light passes on the foam roller. Frickin' beer cans. Oh, I've already got paint on my window. Whoops. Let's grab one of those acetone soaked rags and quickly clean that off. There's a couple dirt specks in the paint. Not much I can do about it. When you're painting inside of an old dusty garage, it's bound to happen. But at least it's all one unified color, and from a distance it'll look good. Or in the dark. You can always count on the darkness to make any bad paint job look mint. All right. That basically covers the roof. Now I just need to do the hood. We'll let that cure and dry. We'll take a look at it after. I think I have some polishing compound or some cutting compound. We'll get the hell out of this area so I quit kicking these damn beer cans. And I'm going to take it to the hood. But all in all, I say this looks pretty good for what I need. Like, it looks like shit. It ain't no pro job. It's just a Skiven Scuffed Creations job. Nice, right? Yeah, I thought so. Alright guys, as per all my projects, I'm running into a bit of a snag. One of the snags is the foam roller I'm using, they both fell apart. Typical dollar store quality, right? The second problem I'm running into is there's just random debris falling on the car from in here, so it's getting into the paint, whatever. So, and I need more paint. I'm gonna need more. I got about a half a can left, and all I've done was the hood and the roof. So, and I noticed that this headlight here is not sitting right. That one has a lot of gap. This one's pushed in. Still opens fine, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But just something that caught my eye. But it's like all this debris. This is not even painted yet. I washed this all off, and it all comes back. I don't know, man. But I think I'm going to take a rip over to Home Depot and grab some more paint and better quality foam rollers, because obviously the ones I'm using are shit. Like, literally, I ended up starting using the little one because the big one fell off the roller, and this one here did the exact same thing. Like, it broke free from its holder, so it's no bueno. So we'll leave it at as this for now, and we'll go to Home Depot, grab another can of paint, maybe a big can of paint, so I can really lay the coats on thick. And then we'll come back and carry on my wayward son. But it's coming along. Is it going to orange peel? Oh, hell yeah. Do I really care? Not really. I'll drive it orange peeled. As long as it's all one unified color, I'm okay with that. Oh, I should have recorded the drive. There was a lot of stupidity that happened on that drive. People cutting people off, people driving like idiots. Anyway, I just realized I have a whole bunch of paint on my camera. That's awesome. My hands are filthy. This camera is now filthy. Fun times. Anyway, bloke told me I should try these out. He said they work better than the foam rollers. So I grabbed some spare rollers and a big roller. We're going to give that a go. Alrighty, I did the front nose cone. It's kind of hard to do that with a roller, but it looks better than it did. Whatever. You can tell it's going to orange peel. It might auto level when it dries, but I have my doubts. But I really don't care, because, you know, worst case, I get it friggin' wrapped, or I just don't care and I drive it as it is. At least it won't look all scuff marked how it looks now. And yeah, well, I'm going to carry on laying down paint, and then we'll let it sit and dry and reassess. I did buy another gallon of the stuff. It's like a dandelion fluff on it. For sakes. I shouldn't have the bay door open, but this paint, man, it's brutal. Stanks. All right, I'm gonna get back to painting. But yeah, this other roller works a lot better. It hasn't come apart yet, so that's positive rollerness. And the car already looks 100% better. Oh yeah, I needed that. All right, so the paint's all applied. Did it orange peel? Yeah. Do I care? No. Am I going to apply another coat? Yeah. I'm going to wait for this to cure, but I got the paint all over the car. But the one problem I'm having, and I don't know if you can see it on the roof, you can see it really good from the other side, is debris is falling from the garage and landing in the paint. And it's giving it an interesting definition, but I really don't care. I'm just glad it's all unified and doesn't look like a cat attacked it. So I'll let that cure, and then we'll hit it again, and then we'll hit it again. I don't know how many times we're going to hit it. I don't even know if the top's sticky. You know what? I might be able to put another coat on right now. The top's tacky, but I'm just gonna keep going. Alrighty, guys. I put just another coat on the roof, which looks pretty scuffed, because it probably is. I don't know. We'll see how it dries. We'll see how it dries, and I did the hood again. We'll see how it dries. But mistakes were made. I should have put garbage bags over the tires. I'm not really that concerned though, because those tires are kind of old and they are starting to weather crack in certain spots and losing a lot of tread. I bought those tires in what, 2004? So they're 21-year-old tires. And this side got it really bad when it dripped off the thing, and I didn't even realize it. It's not on the wheel, just on the tire, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. So yeah, I'm just going to let this cure overnight. Then we'll come out and see what kind of a disaster it is. Hopefully the creepy crawlies in here can leave it alone, but I don't think that'll happen. And then we'll check on it tomorrow. I know I didn't film a lot of this because mainly I wanted to focus on getting the job done versus filming the process. That's why I only filmed doing the roof. But yeah, literally, you apply it, and then once you apply your paint, you go over with a light stroke to basically blend it all in, and then you're golden. Is it a professional job? No. Do I claim to be a professional? Also no. Do a lot of you guys wish I would have had it done professionally? Probably. Is it your car to make that call? Also no. Cool. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to close this garage up. And then I got to go back on the other side and turn off the light. And we'll let this thing sit in here overnight and cure. Where the hell did I put my Monster? Oh, there it is. Can't forget my beverage. And we'll let that cure. And we'll see how that turns out. And what I should also do is use some of that trim clad on that frickin' door and paint it so it doesn't rust right through, eh? So regrets that I have about doing it this way here. The only one was buying my roller from Dollarama. Guys, don't do that. They literally last like 4 strokes and then they fall apart. Go to Home Depot, go to Canadian Tire, go to like Harbor Freight or Princess Auto. Buy good quality rollers if you're gonna do a redneck paint job like this. A lot of people won't do a redneck paint job like this, but if you decide to go that route, get a good roller, a lot less headaches. The microfiber roller I got was great. The bloke told me I should get a rag roller, and I'm assuming he meant microfiber. But no, all in all, that was the best bet. That worked out nicely. The foam roller was working in the beginning, but the moment it separated from its holding tube, that was game over. It was no good anymore. It just wouldn't roll. It was literally just pushing the paint. Like I might as well have just grabbed the paintbrush and started applying it with a paintbrush with bristles, because frig sakes, it's pretty much what I was doing. Now, I should get a foam brush and try and get in the nooks and crannies that I can't get to with the roller, but I also could just not care, because literally this car is just my summer fun car. Doesn't have to look pristine. I just don't want it rusting due to water getting in places where it shouldn't get, you know? Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. Is this thing even recording? Yeah. I'm going to end it here, and I don't know how long this video is today. Probably not that long, but we'll see. Could be short videos some days, longer videos other days. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll check on the car on a later date and see how it looks and go from there. So until next time, guys, live it to win it, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.